to Hodson Stadium in Eugene. A Big Ten showdown is coming, conference rest of the season. It's the Michigan State Spartans and the Oregon Ducks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Dan Lanning continues to prove why he's one of the best coaches in college football right now. Coming off a 13-2 season, yet another appearance in the college football playoff. He has a great stable of quarterbacks that will be fascinating to watch this season. Dante Moore returns, hoping to elevate his NFL stock. But top transfer portal quarterback Dylan Raiola in the wings. We'll see how it shakes out for the Oregon Ducks in Eugene. Back to you. Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup.
And the Spartans ready to kick it away first. Here he comes from inside his own 5. They bring him down, but not before a really good return. Sets up this offense in solid. It ends always open, and he seems to always be, and he's always making big plays.
And guys, we just know, and we kind of laugh about it. When we talk about this team, you know you're going to get a tight end. Like, you just know you're going to get a big, strong, athletic guy in matchups. It was no different watching tape this week. In this offense, they found
able to reload this position and stock it up. You're going to see multiple tight ends in formations today, and they are going to attack this defense vertically down the field, throwing to what has always been their best position group.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. Caught at the 25. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Obviously, massive play by the offense, picking up a big first down on an explosive. But, David, 3rd down defense, it's one thing to allow a first down, but you've got to make
runs through, man. He might have space. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. And he was able to break one tackle, Jesse, and almost got away from another.
Man, this secondary, this defense, they better pack a lunch. When this guy has the football, you've got to get bodies to him. You better wrap up those legs.
Touchdown, Ducks! Fired in from the red zone for the score. Let me tell you, that opening script was a masterpiece. Send that baby to Hollywood, and it's a blockbuster.
I think so. And A-listers all over the field for this offense. You saw some of the playmakers they've got and the speed. Great job going out and executing on that opening drive.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. From inside the 15, here comes the return. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. The Spartans offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And they'll be met by this defensive front, which can wreak havoc.
And this offense is going to have their hands full, and especially this offensive line. And it's not just this year. Like, you watch this group, they're dominant, they're physical. Like, they're gonna make you earn everything you get. But it seems like with this program, Paul, it's year after year after year. Plug and play, next guy, physical, fast, disruptive defensive linemen.
Yeah, they've set a standard, I think, at that position, at this school. When you look around college football, they're always dominant up front. They're able to recruit a specific athlete tailored to their style of defense and attacking. And it doesn't matter what year it is, who the opponent is, this D-line creates a lot of problems, and they're living in the backfield.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Moore He rifles one deep to the left. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB. Second and long here. Gets the back moving. Moore will throw. They're all over it. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
You got to give the defense tons of credit because we know how much speed this quarterback has. That time you saw the pursuit. They were able to bring him down for a big loss on the sack.
And the quick shuffle pass. He's not going to get there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down decision.
It's a nice effort by the running back, but in that...
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth and long. Got a little space. He will be stopped short of the line to gain, and they'll turn it over on downs. Finds his tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Quickly to the tight end. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. That can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And man, that is exactly what you want to do. When the quarterback runs the football, you want to be physical. You want him to feel you. You want to make sure you land on top of him, hit him hard. This defense, very physical. Get the football out, force the fumble, get the big play for the D.
And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
I know it was incomplete, but I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
Finds a tight end. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it.
So it's third and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this. We're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack.
Offense still out there, lining up quickly on fourth down. More to throw for it on fourth.
Man, your goal of a defense is to stop them, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now they go for it on fourth down and medium. On their side of the field, you get the big stop and a chance to switch the momentum here in the first half.
Sells the run, looking to pass. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Second down, going to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Swats it away.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now in this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front four to get the job done on third down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
On the return, he gets a block. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense.
Fires and picked off. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49. They go to the counter. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Man, defense is about getting off the football. And when that defensive line can be disruptive and get in the backfield right away and mess up those pullers actions on those counter plays, it can be really advantageous for the defense. Great job by the defense being hyperactive.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. The Spartans line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Trying to make one miss. Coverage was all over him before he had a chance to breathe, and they knock him down deep in his own territory. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Dante Moore. On target over the middle. Tackled at the 25, but they get out of jail with a 15-yard pickup.
Well, I know at the end of last year, a lot of people were wondering what was going to happen with Dante Moore. Was he going in?
He's loose down the middle. The 40. Past the 30. He's at the all the way. Touchdown, Oregon.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish with a huge play in the passing game, covering 75 yards to house it. From deep, it's West. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Spartans offense ready to go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Well, defenses get excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, if I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there, if I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose, and that's exactly what happened for the defense.
Right side, it's Johnson. Touchdown, Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited, get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. Fielded in the end zone. It's West. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Reporting from the Michigan State sideline, I can see a lot of conversations happening between the offensive line and the running back. They just haven't been able to get the ground game going. They're talking about he has got to be more patient, and they have got to give more of a push up front. The crowd is making it hard, though. I can tell you it is hard to hear as they try to struggle and communicate. We'll see if they're able to come together against this very hostile crowd. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. They'll ride him again. Powers through the defender. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the 2nd quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
Very little will make a crowd hold its breath, like a punt return, and he brought it Holly.
Hey, guys, checking in from the home team sidelines. Guys, they have a big lead right now, and they were expected to be here. One of the top teams in the country. They have performed that way here today. Even though some of the players are starting to celebrate just a little bit, coaches keep saying, we have more work to do. If they really want to continue to be one of the best teams in the country, they have to keep their foot on the gas to end this game. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Here's more to throw. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a 1st down in the red zone at the 11. Moore to the air. He wants it all. Touchdown, Ducks. Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone. This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon as trigger men, not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
He'll bring it out. It's West. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Here on the Volunteers sideline, there is a lot of conversation happening about better communication. This crowd is making it so difficult, already creating several turnovers early in this game. The defense is feeding off it, the crowd is feeding off it, and they've got their backs against the wall in a hostile environment. They've got to clean it up here to keep alive in this game. Reese?
Holly, thank you. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
This offense has it with really good field position.
Here we go. Ready, go.
Throwing more. Working that left side now. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. And they're not on the same page there. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Wide receiver comes in motion. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Oregon!
Hey, man, offense, defense, special teams, they are showing it all early in this football game. We're still in the first half. We got a 5-touchdown lead. Everything going right except for us, guys, because now we're going to have to figure something to talk about, because this one isn't over, but it's close to almost at the half.
Deep in the end zone, it's West. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Reporting from the Michigan State sideline, I can tell you this crowd has played a factor early in this game. On the road, in a hostile environment, they have not been able to get going in this game. They have failed to score, not productive on their early drives, and they are talking about how the crowd noise is impacting them. I see them talk to each other, trying to tighten things up with the line of scrimmage. This is a factor. This crowd is making a big difference here so far. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wideout. The fake wants to throw. In the backfield, it's Collier. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Unloads to the wideout. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. And the Spartans decide to punt it away. Makes a nice grab at the 25. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. With an update on that, let's check in with Holly.
Checking in from the Oregon sideline. Guys, they have a big lead right now, and they were expected to be here. One of the top teams in the country. They have performed that way here today. Even though some of the players are starting to celebrate just a little bit, coaches keep saying, we have more work to do. If they really want to continue to be one of the best teams in the country, they have to keep their foot on the gas to end this game. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you.
And another connection and another big play for this offense. And they keep the gas to the floor. Like they're still throwing the football, still making big plays. And this defense, they still have found 0 answers in how to get back in this football game.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Moore with the play fake. And down he goes back at the 3.
I know that wasn't a big loss by the QB, but still, you'd love to see that ball just go into the stands and go incomplete. If no one's open in this area of the field, just got to get rid of it.
And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? Take it off the board and back it up. This penalty will wipe away the touchdown. How about this defense digging in its heels after the big play? It's now 3rd and goal. Moore. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And we're not surprised, right? Finding the big fella down in the red area. Like the power forwards, those guys that basically set up shop, rebound, go get it. You know if somebody's on them, they can still make the catch. A lot of times they say quarterback's best friend, tight end, especially in the red zone.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job. He has to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Got rid of it just in time. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They send the tight end in motion. Back to pass on second down. Oh, pressure's coming. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Straight ahead, it's Edwards. They make the stop. It'll be 4th down. The defense does have a timeout to use if they want to try to put up points before the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Eugene. This tight end is enjoying quite the day through 2 quarters. It's amazing how athletic tight ends are now and just how much they're utilized. He's played a starring role in giving them this halftime lead. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in Autzen Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Just about set to get this second half underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Before we kick off the second half, Holly Rowe, what do you have?
I caught up with the Oregon head coach coming out of the locker room. Their defense has done a terrific job so far, and today they're kicking off here to start the second half. That defense has got to step up again because they are facing a really stout running game. They've done a good job in the first half, but I will let you know how this continues to build here in the third quarter. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly.
This quarter
Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down.
That's a bang-bang type play, RPO, in and out of the hands of the QB quickly. Just get it into the hands of your playmaker as fast as possible and let him do the rest. When you've got this guy's athleticism, man, that is such a great design on offense, and it comes up big.
Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. The Spartans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play.
On their side right now, it's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
Punt is in the air. Looks it in. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Holly, what do you have?
Hey, guys, down here on the home team sideline, guys, they have a big lead right now, and they were expected to be here. One of the top teams in the country. They have performed that way here today. Even though some of the players are starting to celebrate just a little bit, coaches keep saying we have more work to do. If they really want to continue to be one of the best teams in the country, they have to keep their foot on the gas to end this game. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking for room. It's Hill. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
In the gun on 3rd down. Moore. Got his man. And he's still running after the move. He's loose. Tap. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Ducks. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it with a flare, a 77-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
On the move. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand. And more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
And the Spartans will snap it on 1st and 10. Quick give. It's Edwards. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
To the air, it's Fancher. Rushes on. Just got rid of that one.
We're losing. We got to put a few drives together here, but most importantly, I got to stop getting my quarterback hit. I got to give him a little bit more protection, maybe that extra second so he can get that deep ball off or make some plays for this offense.
On the return, they drag him down, and good coverage that time by the special team. Holly, what update do you have on that?
Checking in from the Oregon sideline. Guys, they have a big lead right now, and they were expected to be here. One of the top teams in the country. They have performed that way here today. Even though some of the players are starting to celebrate just a little bit, coaches keep saying, we have more work to do. If they really want to continue.
He smashes his way through again. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
And I'm not surprised by this QB, man. He's picking up where he left off, right? They've built a cushion, built a lead, struggling to stop the passing game, keep pushing the ball down the field. He's making the right reads, and this offense is in a groove.
Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
Dante Moore throws for the tight end. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. More to the air again. Throws to the tight end. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Down.
Bodies in such a small space. Oftentimes, routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. Moore from the gun on third down. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the...
Guys, they're going to pass on taking the sure three here and try to get the touchdown, and this is a pretty big gamble. He'll take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20.
Here we go. Ready. Flag 14. Flag 14. Go.
From the gun, it's Edwards. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Fresh set of downs going up top. Out wide left, it's Edwards. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of three. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking for a gap. It's Edwards. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Keeps it on the option. But nowhere to go. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The Spartans will punt it away on 4th down. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. Holly Rowe has an update.
Guys, here on the Ducks sideline, the team is rallying around their quarterback. He has been terrific today. Every time he comes off the field, they're patting him on the back, making sure he knows that he is their guy. His performance has been stellar. Not a big surprise, but still.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Well, these 4-3 defensive ends that can get pressure on quarterbacks, they get paid a lot of money in the National Football League, and that's why. When you can get out of your stance and win it around the edge to get to the QB, not many guys do it as well as that.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The Ducks will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Not a lot of room to make this catch. No room to bring it back. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Under pressure. Keeps the play going. Rush right in his face. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought it was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. That's just inexcusable. A delay of game penalty there, and now it is 2nd and 1.5 miles. Leaves it with the back. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. To the air. It's Fancher. On the move. Going to try to get it himself. That slides a little early and short, and now it's going to be 4th down. And the Spartans will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Making his first move. He's got great speed. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Checking in from the Oregon sideline. This is so fun to watch these guys hype up their wide receiver. Every time they come off the field, there is yet another celebration. He has been an incredible downfield target, over 160 yards receiving, and he continues to eat. The quarterback keeps telling him, hey, you're my guy. I'm looking for you every play. They are feeding off of his energy here today. Back to you guys.
Okay, Holly. Here's more to throw. Fires into the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to throw. Lets it fly. He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Pulls it, trying to get the corner. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Keeps it himself. He'll toss it. There he goes. Past the 50. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. And the consolation prize there. He gets into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but at least a score as the clock hits 0.
I mean, let's go. That's a day's worth of yards right there on one carry. The home run hitter takes the snap, gets the football. He does the rest, shows off the speed, taking it 90-plus yards to the house.
This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep pouring it on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players, more physical. They were faster.